Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Dallas, Cowboys. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you're tuned in, you already know the NFL is always buzzing, and right now, there's a lot of talk about the Dallas Cowboys making some bold moves to bolster that defense. But what's really catching everyone's attention is the potential trade that could send shockwaves through the league, a possible deal involving Quinnen Williams, the star defensive tackle from the New York Jets, potentially heading to Dallas. And let me tell you, this isn't just some rumor floating around. There's real substance behind it, and it could change the narrative for the Cowboys in a big way. Right now, the Dallas Cowboys are sitting at 3-5, which frankly isn't where fans want to see the team. The front seven, especially the pass rush, has been a bit inconsistent, averaging around 30 sacks per game. That's not bad, but it's not enough when you're aiming for the top of the league and trying to punch your ticket deep into the playoffs and ultimately the Super Bowl. The defense, while solid at times, has lacked that game-changing force that can dominate opponents and force turnovers. That's where Quinnen Williams could come in, a true game wrecker, a disruptive force that could elevate the Cowboys' interior line to an elite level. Now, the Jets, sitting at 2-6, are clearly in a rebuild mode. Their offense has been sluggish, averaging just 17 points per game, and their defense, while decent, isn't able to generate enough pressure on its own. Rumors suggest that the Jets are considering parting ways with Williams, who's only 27 years old but already established as one of the premier interior defenders in the NFL. The Jets reportedly want a first-round pick in the 2026 draft plus a fourth-rounder in 2027 in exchange for Williams. That's a significant investment, but it shows the Jets are betting on a rebuild, especially as they look to clear cap space, around $22 million, to rebuild their offense, particularly their quarterback position after Aaron Rodgers' injury and the team's overall struggles. The timing of this potential trade is also interesting. The NFL trade deadline is coming up on November 4th, and that's when a lot of teams make their moves, especially teams like the Jets that are looking to recoup assets and reset for the future. The Cowboys, meanwhile, are watching this closely. They see Williams as an all-pro caliber interior force, capable of transforming their defense into one of the most feared units in the league. With him lining up next to their current players, the potential for pressure, disruption, and creating turnovers skyrockets. Now let's talk a little about Williams himself, because he's not just any player. He played college ball at Alabama and has been a dominant force since entering the league. At 27, he's in his prime with a career total of 42 sacks, 320 tackles, and an impressive PFF grade average of 84.6. His strengths lie in his ability to rush the passer from the inside with an 18% win rate, and he's also a run-stopping machine with a stop rate of 15%. In 2025, he's recorded 5 sacks, 38 pressures, and maintained an 85.4 PFF rush grade, showing consistency and explosiveness. His 2024 campaign was stellar as well, with 5 sacks and a PFF grade of 85.7. Despite some injury issues, a rib injury in Week 4, he came back strong in Week 10 with 2 sacks against the Patriots, proving he can be a game-changer when healthy. What makes Williams so appealing is his ability to be a disruptor, similar to the impact Ndamukong had during his prime with the Bucs in 2020. He's a powerful presence inside, capable of collapsing the pocket, forcing QBs into hurried throws, and creating chaos that benefits the entire defense. His run-stuffing ability is just as impressive, with an 88.4 run grade in 2025 and a 17.2% pressure rate, which is elite for an interior lineman. When you add him to the Cowboys' front, you're talking about a player who can realistically double his sack total, projecting around 11 sacks for the season, and significantly increase pressure rates. That kind of interior disruption is exactly what the Cowboys need to take their defense to the next level, especially with the injuries in their defensive line, including 3 players on IR with hamstring issues. As for the impact, adding Williams would give the Cowboys a true interior force, one that can get after quarterbacks like Jared Goff, Daniel Jones, or even Jalen Hurts. His presence alone can draw double teams, freeing up others to make plays, and his ability to generate pressure could lead to more turnovers, which Dallas desperately needs. When you look at the stats, Williams versus the current Osa Odigizua, the difference is clear: +2. 3 pressures per game, +0.5 in run stops, and +6 run stuffs per game. His run stuffing adds an additional 13% EPA versus the run, and that's a game changer, especially when you're trying to contain teams with strong rushing attacks like the Giants or Eagles. And let's not forget the playoff implications. The Cowboys currently have odds hovering around +1, 200 to win the Super Bowl, but with Williams in the lineup, those odds could improve significantly, possibly dropping to +700 or even better. His addition would not only bolster the defense, but could also give the team the extra boost needed to beat division rivals like the Eagles and Giants, who have strong lines and capable offenses. The Eagles, for example, allow around 3-1 sacks per game, so having a player like Williams could be the difference maker in those tight division battles. Against the Giants' offensive line, which allows about 4-0 sacks per game, Williams could be the disruptive force that shifts the momentum and leads Dallas to more wins down the stretch. Now, it's important to understand the bigger picture. The Cowboys' defense has been good but inconsistent, and adding a player of Williams' caliber could be the spark that ignites their entire unit. His ability to generate pressure and stuff the run aligns perfectly with the team's goal of establishing a dominant, relentless defense that can carry the team deep into January. The coaching staff, led by Mike McCarthy and defensive coordinator Dan Quinn, are likely watching this situation closely, knowing that making a move now could be the difference between a good season and a championship one. Of course, there are some questions about how this will play out financially. The Jets are hesitant to extend Williams, as they're wary of paying him around $28 million annually, considering their cap constraints and other priorities. Trading him now would also free up about $18 million in cap space, which the Jets could redirect to re-sign Jermaine Johnson or other core players, avoiding the luxury tax on their defense. It's a strategic move for the Jets, but for the Cowboys, bringing Williams in would be about winning now, making that push for a Super Bowl, that ultimate goal that every fan dreams about. And if we look at the big picture, adding Williams isn't just about one player, it's about setting a tone. It's about sending a message to the rest of the league that the Cowboys are serious contenders and aren't afraid to make bold moves to get there. It's about creating a defensive line that commands respect, forces opponents into mistakes, and fuels a championship run. The NFC East is always competitive, but with a player like Quinnen Williams anchoring that interior line, Dallas can elevate their game, tighten up their run defense, and put more pressure on every quarterback they face. In conclusion, the potential acquisition of Quinnen Williams by the Dallas Cowboys is a game changer, and one that could shape the entire trajectory of the season. With his elite pass-rushing ability, run-stopping prowess, and disruptive presence, Williams could be the missing piece that transforms Dallas into an even more formidable force. The Jets are clearly in rebuild mode, and their reluctance to extend him indicates they're ready to move on, especially with the deadline approaching. For Cowboys fans, this is an exciting development, a chance to see a true superstar don the star and help lead the team to glory. Whether or not it happens, one thing is for sure: the landscape of the NFC East might be shifting, and Dallas could be at the forefront of that move. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. Do you believe Williams can be the game changer we're all hoping for? Are you excited about the potential impact on the defense and the team's Super Bowl chances? Remember, the season is far from over, and with this kind of talent potentially joining the squad, the Cowboys could be on the verge of something very special. I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Dallas Cowboys news. Let's keep the faith, keep cheering, and let's get ready for what could be a historic run. Go Cowboys!